Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Now the first carry here for Frank Gore. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here, going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
From the 31, Smith. He dumps this off underneath to Gore. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And, CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
Here's 2nd and 10. Smith. Trying to lay one up deep. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly...
And right away, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down. The give to Peterson out of the gun. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. This defense for the Niners, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
He finds his man complete. It's Peterson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got some turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Throwing is far. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Favre. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Play action. It's Favre. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10. Now Favre. Going for it all. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Favre to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the 49ers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Now on second down, this is Gore. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Back to throw, Smith. A right side catch by Crabtree. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Touchdown, 49ers! Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here comes Johnson on the return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Off the play fake, here's Favre. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Smith now to throw. It's complete. It's Gore. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
From the 50, it's Smith. Drops it underneath to Gore. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. These two teams all tied after one.
Score tie 7-7.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Gore. Running right through him. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On 2nd down, Gore. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. And now it's 3rd down and inches.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Smith on 3rd down. The catch made over the middle by Ginn.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Gore, handoff left. Gore showing age. It's just a number. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Smith. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Smith. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
And this one is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And, a little spin cycle. Room to run now. Touchdown. A big play there with time. touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll fake it. Now Smith. He's got Gore. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
But whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice. Is really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. But Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
On 1st and 10, Smith. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Here's Smith. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Morgan. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, it's Smith. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
At the 3-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On second down now. Gore bulldozes past him and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And they go play action with Favre. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Favre. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Favre. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And here's carry number 10 for Frank Gore. Wiggles free. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll try and pick up the first with Gore. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Now here's Johnson. And he returns this to the 22. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue.
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch.
Let's go.
A big connection on that one. 36 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have tied it. They can grab the lead with a PAT. Point after, right down the middle. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything different.
There goes Frank Gore. Touchdown, 49ers. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. Now that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And what was impressive to me is not just how much he wanted it, but how he fashioned it. I mean, he was shedding tacklers left and right, evading tacklers left and right. And when you think about the energy it takes to ward guys off, that's really impressive. He still managed to keep his balance and turn this into a fantastic run.
Returning it, Johnson. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And this will be a Vikings first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They go play action here on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Peterson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
They'll throw on first down with Favre. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Favre. He finds his man, complete. It's Peterson. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. First down, Vikings. From the gun, it's a give to Peterson. he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Play action. It's Favre. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Now Favre. He finds his man, complete. It's Peterson. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
From the shotgun, it's Favre. He finds his man, complete. That's Peterson. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing is Favre. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. And his kick here is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here's Smith. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Off the play fake, here's Favre. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Favre to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Gore. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. 142 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now Smith. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Second and 8 coming up. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gore. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Here we go.
Throwing is Smith. Flush to his right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Well, young quarterback Charles rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 35. Past the 20. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49 D as they score the touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove. And what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.